Today we are going to study about integers. In this chapter, first of all, let's see the content, what we are going to do. We'll be studying representation of integers on the number line, properties of addition and subtraction of integers, multiplication of integers, properties of multiplication of integers, and division of integers. After this, properties of division of integers. First of all, let's see how we are going to represent the integers on the number line. Now, number line can be vertical or horizontal. When the number line is vertical, the numbers below the 0 are taken as negative and above 0 are the positive numbers. And 0 is actually taken as the sea level. So when the aeroplanes are flying, the distance is taken as a positive, and the submarines which are there under the sea, they are taken as a negative distance. If the number is horizontal, then the number which are towards our right hand side, they are positive. Then we have the 0, and the numbers towards our left side, they are the negative integers. Now let's see properties of addition and subtraction of integers. First one is closure under addition. Closure means when we add any two integers, the result is again an integer. For example, let's say there are two integers a and b. So if we add them, the resultant is c, and it is again an integer. Let's take the example 10 plus 15 is equal to 25. 10 is also an integer, 15 is also an integer, and 25 is also an integer. Therefore, the sum of any two integers is always an integer. This is known as the closure property. Then closure under subtraction. So integers are closed under subtraction also. If we subtract any two integers a and b, then the result, whatever we are getting, is again an integer. For example, 7 minus 9 is minus 2. Therefore, 7 is an integer, 9 is an integer, and the result minus 2 is also an integer. Let's see the commutative property. Addition is commutative for integers. Commutative means the order of addition of any two integers does not make any difference. So if we take any two integers a and b, then a plus b will give the same result as b plus a. For example, 5 plus 4 is same as 4 plus 5. Subtraction is not commutative for integers. It is because we don't get the same result, and order does make a difference here. For example, 5 minus 3 is not same as 3 minus 5. The next property is associative property. So addition is associative for integers. In general, for any integers a, b and c, then we can first add b plus c and the result is added to a. Or we can first add a and b and then the result is added to c. The answer will be the same. That means we can associate any two elements and then combine with the third one. As the subtraction is not commutative, therefore subtraction is not associative for integers. The next one is additive identity. 0 is the additive identity for integers. Additive identity means if we add any integer to a given integer, the result is the same given number. For example, if we take an integer a and if we add 0 to it, the result is again a only. So a plus 0 is same as 0 plus a, that is a. So 0 is the additive identity for addition. Now multiplication of integers. Now here let's see how we are going to multiply the integers. So product of a positive and a negative integer is again a negative integer. For example, minus 2 multiplied by positive 7, the result is negative 14. So the result is negative number. And if we multiply any two negative integers, the result is a positive integer. For example, minus 3 multiplied by minus 8, the result is positive 24. So negative multiplied by negative will always give a positive result. From here only we can say that the product of even number of negative integers means if we are multiplying 2 integers, 4 integers, 6 integers, 8 integers, like that, so the result will always be positive. And if we multiply odd number of negative integers, the result will be negative. That means we get a negative integer. Now, properties of multiplication of integers. First one is closure under multiplication. Similarly, with multiplication, as in addition, we have the closure property. So integers are closed under multiplication. So if we multiply any two integers, the product is again an integer. For example, if we take A, B as two integers, and if we find the product C, C is again an integer. The next one is commutative property. Multiplication is commutative for integers, that is, if we multiply any two integers, the product is again, the product will be the same if we change the order. So A into B is same as B into A. So order does not make any difference on the product. Now multiplication by 0. If we multiply any integer by 0, the result is 0. So 0 multiplied by any integer A will give 0. As we had additive identity, we have multiplicative identity also. That means if we multiply any integer by a given number, the result is again a given number. Now here multiplicative identity is 1. It means that if we multiply any number by 1, the result is the number itself. For example, let's say there is a number A. So 1 multiplied by A is same as A multiplied by 1, and the product is A only. So multiplicative identity is 1. We have the associative property also over multiplication, because we can find the product of any two integers first, and then we can multiply by the third one, and the result will be the same. Let's say if there are three integers A, B and C, then A multiplied by B multiplied by C is same as A multiplied by B multiplied by C. So we can take the example also. 2 into 3, if we multiply it is 6, and then 6 into 5 is 30. And if we multiply 3 and 5 first, 3 into 5 is 15, and 15 into 2 is 30. So both sides we get the same result. That means multiplication is associate. Then distributive property. We have the distributive property over multiplication. If there are integers A, B and C, then A multiplied by B plus C will be A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. That means we are multiplying A with both the numbers which are inside the bracket. This is known as a multiplication. This is multiplication over addition. So distributive property of multiplication over addition. If there is a minus sign between B and C, then it becomes multiplication over subtraction. The next one is the division of integers. Now division is the inverse operation of multiplication. So we can say that when we multiply the number, we can multiply by its reciprocal also. So when a positive integer is divided by a negative integer, the quotient obtained is a negative integer, and vice versa. That means if you divide the negative integer by positive integer, the result is again a negative integer. Now division of a negative integer by a negative integer, it gives a positive integer as quotient. And for any integer A, we have the property that A divided by 0. Now when we divide A by 0, it is not defined. That means division by 0 is not defined. That's why it is not closed under The integers are not closed over division. Now a divided by 1 will give a as the result only. Now that's all we have studied in the chapter. Thank you.